Hello guys, welcome to the channel. This is your host Cosmolore, and today I want to talk about the KC Cup April 23 top 100 decks. So as you can see in this website from Duelings Meta, we have the compilation of all the current decks that were able to top to 100 in this KC Cup. Um, this list is not fully complete. It takes a while for people to send the deck and to be uh, actualized in the with all the current information that we need. For example, we're missing the number three spot, and so on and so on. But don't worry, guys. This gives us a really good resume of what was the best performing deck, what was the most successful strategy, and with this KC Cup in consideration and all the previous big tournaments that we had, Konami now have to take a decision about the upcoming bundlings. This bundling will take place this week. I know I haven't been able to talk with you like this before after the last mini box was released, but I wanted to have time to prove all the decks. And if you take attention, you pay attention to the last two videos that I made, was about Synchron and the other one was about Sulfur Core. So I had a really good time playing Sulfur Core, especially. I didn't expect anything for this deck at all. I didn't play this deck in TCG, and I have saw the cards, read them, and they were not that great at all for TCG. But in Duel Links, these cards are really insane. I know that Konami will release a new support for the Sulfur Core in TCG to make them even better. But as it stands right now, in the TCG, it was not that great. But in Duel Links, oh boy, what an amazing strategy. And I talked to my friends that Sulfur Core was gonna be the high top tier contender for this format. And I go even further. For me, for what I feel like, I don't feel that Sulfur has a true threat in the meta. Yeah, some people say that it can destroy that Phantom Knight can destroy this dead, but that's not that clear. If you go first and you start with the combo, you can leave a really good open field that control PK. And if you go in second and you can start with the spell, use the scale, and you go for the link summon, and you are able to put the field spell, you're in a really good position. So use the spell, your opponent won't be able to activate effects when you pendulum summon. So that will make a really true board control, because you will be able to take out the Direct Quirion Dragon. So for me, Sulfur Core and Synchron were two of the best deck of the format. I show you some replays when Synchron was released, Quasar. I have a 9 out of 10 duels, and I was able to make more duels. And the reason that Synchron had a problem is that the turn 2 was not that great. You need to take care of the back row, you need to take care of the monster, so that can make Wassail Dragon really hard to mate. With your first turn, it was really consistent with the skill. But I will show you how people were able to improve their first turn of Synchron in a really smart way. And I'm really proud for the duelists that came up with this idea. Shoutouts to everybody who told about that. It's amazing. And we're gonna take a look and talk about the balance at the same time. So the first deck profile is Salman Great, Deco Tucker. What can I say about this? The only different opinion about this deck is that they are playing Diddy Crow instead of Mystical Spectre for not Cosmic, maybe to counter PK and counter the mirror match. This deck won the last KC Cup and now is back again, winning again. This deck is really consistent, really powerful, and I feel like Konami will have to make something about Solomon Gray. I'm so sorry for Soul Bonner. I love Soul Bonner, but this deck is just insane. And if you want to get rid of this strategy of Salmon Gray Windy Call, you will have to limit 3 the microcoder or try to hit the skill. I wouldn't hit the skill, to be honest. I feel that the strategy of the co is really interesting, especially if you're playing just a pure Cybers deck. So I feel like having the cycle tree and having this card tree can be the best option for the deck, because all the extra deck monsters are just a one-off. So you won't be able to hit them. Maybe if you hit, or maybe you can, a Firewall Dragon or Deco Choker to one, so people won't be able to use it in Gazelle. Um, I don't know. Konami needs to do something about that. If I have to assume what will happen, I think about the micro color going to three. Why? Because people are gonna find a way to abuse this deck and playing really good staple like Cosmid or Book of Moon. But right now, if you leave it, if you don't hit Micro Trucker, there will be another deco deck that will go through and will be the best deck of the meta, maybe. So yeah, that's my thought. But congrats to Howadayo for that, for this Japanese. Second place, Minhaya. I feel that both of them are Japanese. And since this is a classic Mech Knight, the only difference that I found is this card. They're using Pinsta attack as and they're just using two of the synchro pack and the XE package, and that's it. And this card can make piercing damage, so he go for that. But after overall, it's just a standard Mega Knight. Number four, Misaka was using Madoshi, and I understand why this deck went so far. You see, Madoshi is a deck that if you win faster or you lose faster. If they switch the combo, people will surrender immediately. If you don't open combo, most likely you're gonna just surrender. So maybe you can wait a turn or something, but you know when to surrender. So you will lose time and you will have maximum fast wins as possible with this deck. He used actually to this World Chalice deck. This was the surprise for me. I always have good feelings about World Legacy, World Chalice, to be honest. I had this deck on TCG when it was released. It was amazing, but this deck right now had a problem. You leave a good open field, but you need more. You need to leave something to interrupt your opponent into a second or something. So people have found a good way to deal with that is with Fate. So you can leave Fate, and if you take a look here at your extra deck monster, you have Ip, that's a spellcaster. So you can leave this card with Ip, so you will be able to abuse Fate. That is an amazing card. And you have Blue Engine to be able to drop the cards you need to make the combo. And of course, one DD Crow. Lost Spring is playing Deco Soccer, so we see Deco Soccer was an amazing strategy, and we have the first Inferno that using 1 for 1. This strategy was really good, so good. If you pay attention to this, after 101 was released, this did become really a powerhouse, and people are able to play the Onunku version. Um, if you ask me what Konami will do with this strategy, I feel like Inferno needs to get a hit. I'm sorry, I don't know how to make a really balanced strategy with this deck, but I feel maybe they can turn to 3. I don't know. I actually don't know. The best way to hit it will be Decathlon to 2, but that will kill the deck. Maybe you know what we can do? Maybe Decathlon and the Viari to 3. So that way you need to be able to play just one Viari and 2 Decatrons. That will make the deck it will be unplayable. You have all the Inferno that you can use, and you can be able to use Onunko. And since Onunko is the UR, maybe you are forcing people to go for Onunko in the last box, in the other box. So that will make Konami profit and it will control the meta. Then we have Lucius with Dark Magician. So Dark Magician is just an amazing strategy. I say back and back and again, that's a really good strategy. But what surprised me about this version, he's playing Crackdown. I feel like no one will expect that a continuous spell drop card will be playing alongside with Magical Circle. We thought them Dark Magician likes just single activation spell drop card, but no, we just decided to take Crackdown because it's an amazing card and he had an amazing performance. Maybe he was looking for a quick wing radio deck instead of going through a control phase deck. And I can understand if you take your opponent monster with Crackdown, you will have the field open to attack with their magician, and then you can go for the Secret of Star Magic. You can go for the Magical Dimension to put more pressure on the board and go for game. And then you have Necro Valley. You can use in this deck. You usually don't special summon from the grave. So then we have it was Lirusius saying, okay, it was the surprise factor of this KC Cup. It was not a surprise for me. Like I told you, I always have um, good feeling for this deck. Always. Since the beginning, I say that Synchron was just an amazing deck. It has a really bad second turn, but overall, this strategy shines through with a strange version because they decided to use Mech Knight. I don't feel that Mech Knight was the best way to play this deck, and he used Beast King Barbados. I can understand why, but I don't like the idea. Why? Because going first, if you are not able to go for the combo, and you're not in a good position, and yeah, you have all the trap cards that can help you to improve your first turn to be more powerful. I still feel like the best way is a pure version to protect the castle, but using this card, oh my god, when I saw that card and understand why this card was used in Synchron, I blew my mind. I mean, shoutouts to the people to manage to understand how to improve the second turn of Synchron with this card. You can take anything of your opponent, activate this skill. Imagine your opponent have Dark Recruiting Dragon. You can use it, take the monster, use the skill, capture the source, and go for game. Oh my god. Brutal card. Really amazing. Um, this deck will be a top contender in the upcoming format. I swear. Uh, it's just opened the gates to new possibilities with my control. Amazing. And then we have another Dark Magician. I won't lose time here. There's nothing special. Symphus is another decay. These guys just Lean Slayer. So you can see there's a lot of the decode Salmon Grey version, and all of them are really good. We have another Labyrinth with the same strategy, just maximum the Crow. And here we have. Here we are. Now you're gonna take a threat. After all the decks remained, Sulfur Core, out of the 100 decks, as it stands by right now in this list, was the most representative deck. And I think I told you that on the video I made. Sulfur Core is just so consistent. It doesn't have a real threat. The best way you can do to deal with that is when they normal summon this card, try to destroy the card or Book of Moon the card, or just grab the card when crap down. You need to get rid of the normal summon so he won't be able to use the skill. But what you can do is he's going first. And then you have this spell. If they are managed to do it with this card and you have the spell, they didn't do anything because you will be able to go for plays. I played a really close version to this one, not with card down on 3. I don't have card down on 3, but it's essentially this is the way of monster that I play. It's the same. The same amount of monster that I play is the same like this guy used. So shoutouts to him, amazing. Then we have in the other spot another Sulfur Core. You will see this is a normal trend. We have a normal Inferno with 101, and we have this card, the Pyramids one. It's just a stage card that he used. We have another Synchron. This version is more the way I like. He used the Crow to control the board. So if you always search for John Synchron, and you have a lot of ways to search with the skill. He has Link Slayer to improve his turn 2. He used Cosmic to deal with any Time Lords that appears in the way, and then he have the 3 Mind Control. Amazing. And if you take a look to the extra deck, it's really different for the one that I used for the video that was just creating was a true one. That's not meaning it's the best way to play it. You need to try this because you abuse the skill and you create a lot of ways to control the board. We have another deco. You see, this deco we have a hit, another Mechanic Synchron, Sulfur Core. Talking about Mechanics, I feel it's time to talk about that. Guys, Mechanic will need to have a really powerful hit in this next upcoming ban list. Mechanics are all over the place. You can use any deck with Mechanics. It's become better and better. So Konami needs to fix this. How to do that? I don't have the right answer because you can go to put purple to 3 maybe or to 1, but that's actually a UR card. I don't think that Konami will put that card to 1. I think that maybe this is gonna be at 3, so you won't be able just to play 2 and 1 blue, making the consistency of the deck lower. I don't know. And then you can be able to play the spell. That's my only solution for the deck right now. I'm feeling that Konami. Okay, there's another possibility, but I don't feel it will hit my next directly. I asked to put Book of Moon to 3. I feel that Book of Moon right now, with the state of the game, is being the best staple, and you can have a card displaying in almost all the decks of the meta. Yeah, you don't play in the code because it have a strong field, but you can see in non Inferno, but most of the deck use Book of Moon to 3. Um, I don't know. Maybe it's time for Book of Moon to go to 3 to try new um, staples because right now everybody plays. Or you play in Book of Moon, or you play Crackdown, or you play this one. Forget the name. The Ice Dragon Prison. I don't know, guys. I feel that maybe it's time Konami take. If you use this Dark Magician, what will happen if you put Book of Moon to 3? You will need to play other soft uh, spell drop card. I think it's time for that card to go to 3, in my opinion. So we have another Sulfur Core. This one we're playing Didicro. So you see a trend: Sulfur Core, Sulfur Core, Sulfur Core again. It's the most representative deck in the top 100. Sulfur Core and Sulfur Core. So what about the comments? Yeah, someone crazy like the Sky Strike, and the Sulfur Core is getting more spots. It's getting better. So yeah, guys, that's my analysis for the top 100 decks for the KC Cup. I hope you had an amazing time playing this event. I couldn't. I just didn't have the time for that. After you are, uh, after you are father, it's really hard to play this kind of events. But I really hope you enjoyed. I think it's one of the best events of the game, and it has some rest this week. Maybe the balance will come on Friday. I will try to have another video, maybe today or tomorrow, about the possible ban list. I know I talk about a bit in this video. If for anything I couldn't do the video, then you have this one with some of the analysis in my thoughts about some cards that need to go for this for the coming meta chip of this game. You know, we are gonna have a big box coming with Arcus and with Magisters. So let's just wait for that, and hope you guys having an amazing day. Thank you for watching. Peace.